guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I finally have another declutter video for you, and this time I'm going to be going through all of my primers, concealers, and powders. There's a lot of stuff in here I know I can get rid of, especially a lot of these primers. I don't use a lot of primer to begin with, especially like eyeshadow primer, so I know I have a ton of those in here that I'll be getting rid of. And maybe a few of these powders, some of these concealers, but I have this new tray that I want to put in here and reorganize everything once I declutter. So we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, the first thing I see here is this Bare Minerals Primetime Foundation Primer. There's only a tiny little bit left in here. Actually, I'll probably go ahead and get rid of this. It's looking a little chunky now. This isn't that old, but I did use it a few times. I honestly didn't notice it really doing anything for me. It's supposed to be good for oil control, but I'm gonna go ahead and part with this since it is almost gone anyway. Okay, here I just have a couple samples of the Becca priming filters. This one I've already opened and used a little bit, but I do have the full size now, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw this away. This one, I don't know if I need to keep this. I might just give this away. So I'm just going to set this one aside for now. Okay, the next thing I have here is this e.l.f. I think this is the Hydrating Under Eye Primer. Doesn't say what it is on it, but I did recently just buy this. So I'm going to hold on to this and give this a try. I have yet to try it, so I do want to keep this. Okay, next I have this Skin Matching Luminizer from NYC. I have yet to try this either. I've had this for a while. I don't know why I haven't tried it yet. I've been swatching eyeshadow, so that's why my hand is all like sparkly, but I don't really know how I'm even supposed to use this. It seems like it's really thick, and it doesn't look very luminous to me anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and just get rid of this. Okay, the next thing I have here is the NYX Q10 Renew Skin Elixir Primer. This is good for, supposed to help boost your skin cell activity for younger looking skin, helps boost collagen production for a smoother, younger appearance, and helps energize the skin for increased damage repair. I think I've only used this like once, so I do want to hang on to this and try it a few more times and see if I can benefit from any of the things that it's supposed to do. So gonna hold on to this for now. Okay, next I have the Stay Matte Primer by Rimmel. My boyfriend had actually got this for me as like a stocking stuffer. Unfortunately, this did break me out when I used it, so I haven't used it again since. I know my girl Alicia likes mattifying primers, so I might go ahead and see if she would like the rest of this. I only used it once, so it's pretty much a full container still, so I will see if she wants this. Okay, next I have the Nivea Men Sensitive Post Shave Balm, and this was all over YouTube a few years ago. Nikki Tutorials pretty much swore by this, and it does work really awesome as a primer, so I am going to hold on to this. I do like using this. It does smell manly, which I don't really mind, honestly, because once you like rub it into your skin, you can't smell it anymore anyway, but this definitely makes a great primer, so I'm definitely going to keep that. As well as the Monistat Complete Care. This was also all over YouTube as a great dupe actually for the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, which I have a sample of, so I'll probably go ahead and get rid of this. I honestly didn't like this all that much, and I honestly like the Monistat better. And this is not good to use every single day just because it has the ingredients it has in it can like clog your pores and whatnot, but if you are going for a really like full coverage like dramatic look and you want it to stay on all day and look flawless, then this is definitely a good primer, but like I said, not really for an everyday primer, but I'm going to hold on to this as well. Here I have two of these Almay Smart Shade Concealer and Brighteners. This one is open and this one is still brand new. I'm probably going to sell this one on Mercari, which by the way, I do have a shop on Mercari. I will put the information down below. It's just Lindsay Marie like it is on YouTube. In case you guys are interested, I have a bunch of makeup that I'm selling, some shoes, some purses, and things like that. If you guys are interested, definitely check that out. But I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the new one, sell that one. And then this one I'm probably going to get rid of because, I don't know, it's old and I have yet to use it, and it's chunky, so I'm just gonna get rid of that. Okay, next I have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Face Primer. I'm probably going to go ahead and get rid of this one as well, just because, I don't know, it worked okay for me, but it's not one of my favorites, and I do have other favorites, so I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of this one, see if I can give it away to someone. Okay, next I have two of the glitter primers from e.l.f. These are great glitter primers for loose glitter, for metallic shadows, you know, anything like that. These are definitely great. I believe that these are an awesome dupe for the Too Faced glitter glue, and I found these at Dollar Tree, so for $1 for a great dupe, that is an awesome deal, so I'm definitely going to keep both of these. Okay, and then lastly, in this little container, I have just some samples of random primers. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of all of these because I have yet to use them. I'm gonna go ahead and see if someone else would like them, or if maybe I can just sell them on Mercari, since I don't think any of them are used. I will go ahead and double check, of course, but I'm probably gonna list these on Mercari. Okay, this next little bin, I have some more random primers and like color correcting things. I have 3 of these Profusion eyeshadow primers that came with some palettes that I bought around Christmas time. I have yet to use these, and I probably won't use these. I don't really use eyeshadow primer. I pretty much just use concealer, so I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of these as well. It looks like I have a few more. Actually, this is the only eyeshadow primer that I will use. This one does work pretty well, and it's almost gone anyway, so I'll probably just go ahead and finish this up. And yeah, I'll hold on to that one. And then I just have another little random sample of the Tarte Clean Slate Creaseless Eye Primer, so I'm probably going to get rid of that one. And then I also have a Shadow Insurance by Too Faced. I don't really use this either, and I think this is pretty old. I did use it some in the past, but I have yet to use it. I haven't used it in a long time, so I'm probably just going to get rid of this one. And then here I have an eye primer and eye sealer from e.l.f. I used to use the sealer all the time for like the front of my brows to keep them from like smudging off, and it did work really good, but I haven't used it in a long time, and I don't really use this side either. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of this one as well. Then I just have a bunch of color correctors here. I honestly, I'm not sure why I got all these LA Colors ones from Dollar Tree. They were $1, they were new, I was excited about them, but I really just don't use color correctors, so I might go ahead and get rid of these as well. I don't think I've used any of these, I've only swatched them, so I might go ahead and list these on Mercari as well. And then these two came in a set that I bought, I think, around Christmas time or a little after Christmas time. And I have yet to use either of these. I will go ahead and hold on to these and see how well they work and if I can get any use out of them. So yeah, I'll keep these for now. Okay, next I have my concealers here. I have a ton of concealers in here, and I definitely don't use all of these. This one I got from Shop Miss A. It is a Just Color concealer, waterproof, in the shade 1. Doesn't even have a shade, it's just the number. So I mean, this worked okay. I haven't used it since, and I don't think I'm going to use it anymore. It's kind of watery anyway, so yeah, I think I'm just going to get rid of this one. Okay, next I have the Hard Candy Glamouflage. I do really like this concealer. This one is pretty old though, but I do want to go ahead and finish it up and then maybe buy a new one. So I will hang on to this for now and see if it is still any good, and if it's not, I will get rid of it. But I do know that I enjoy this concealer, and I am going to hang on to that for now. Next I have this Essence Say No to Dark Circles in the shade 30 Bright Rose. I don't really, I mean, I tried this under my eyes and I don't know, I think it creased pretty bad. It creased on me. It does brighten. I don't know if you guys can tell right in this area. It does brighten pretty well. I have used this as like an eye primer, which it worked okay for, but I don't really see myself reaching for this too often. I don't know. I might go ahead and try it again just because it does look like it brightens pretty nicely, so I might go ahead and hang on to this and try it again, and if it doesn't work for me, then I'll get rid of it. Okay, next I have the Age Rewind concealer by Maybelline. This is definitely my favorite concealer. I'm almost out, as you can see, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this up and then repurchase it because it is my favorite and it works great. And this is in the color Light Pale. Okay, here I have two of the Maybelline Fit Me concealers in 15 Fair. This one is old. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one, and this one I purchased recently, so I will keep this one. This is also another great concealer along with the Age Rewind. I really love Maybelline's products. Okay, next I have a Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer in the shade Light Ivory. I am going to go ahead and keep this one as well and use it up. I wish it was a little lighter, because I think I could, you know, benefit from a little lighter shade, but I think this is the lightest shade they have. But I'm going to go ahead and hang on to this and finish using that up. Okay, here I have two Dream Lumi concealers from Maybelline. One is in Ivory and one is in Radiant. So this one is a little more brightening, and this one is, you know, more my shade. I also have a brand new backup of the Radiant one that was on clearance, so I might go ahead and get rid of this one because this one's pretty old. I don't even remember when I bought this one, and since I have the new one, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one. But I will go ahead and keep the Ivory one and just finish that one up because I do remember really enjoying this concealer as well. Like I said, Maybelline is definitely one of my favorite drugstore brands, and they have really great concealers and face products and eye products. They pretty much have everything great in their brand, so I will keep this and use that up. Okay, next I have the LA Girl Pro Conceal, and this I was dying to try because I've heard so many good things, and this just did not work for me. I did not like it very much at all. I only used it once, so I may go ahead and sanitize it and see if I could sell this on Mercari as well. Okay, next I have a Wet n Wild Fergie Concealer. This I haven't used in a while. I don't even remember if I even like this, and yeah, I'm definitely going to be getting rid of that because that is nasty. So that answers that question. Okay, next I have the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in the shade C1. I think this was the lightest shade at the time I purchased it, but I do believe they have even lighter shades now. This is also a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape. I'm definitely going to keep this. I love this concealer, and I will definitely be repurchasing this as well once I run out. Okay, a couple pencil products I have here. I have the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Highlighter. I do really enjoy this for underneath my brows, so I definitely am going to keep this. This is a great brow highlighter, and it's definitely affordable. And I like that it's kind of like pink, like a pink shade, so it is brightening and it does look really nice on the brow bone, so I'm definitely going to keep that. And then I have two of the Wonder pencils. I have the light and the medium. I think I will go ahead and keep the light. I like using this in the waterline. And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the medium because I don't really reach for this one all that often, and I think it is a little too, just a shade or too dark for me anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the medium. Okay, next I have a L'Oreal Magic Lumi highlighter in the shade Fair. And this one is pretty much done too. I think I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of this since I have a bunch of other concealers that I'm going to be using up, so this one is going to go in the trash. Okay, and then I have a NYX, what is this? NYX Waterproof, Incredible Waterproof Concealer in the shade Porcelain. This one I haven't used in a long time either. I might hang on to this and give it a try and see if it works for me. And if not, I'll get rid of it, but I will hang on to that for now. Okay, and then here I have a Physicians Formula Full Coverage Concealer in the shade Light. This honestly could be a little lighter for me. I don't think this is, yeah, I could probably use this as a foundation, honestly, but I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this as well. I might go ahead and sell this because there's still a lot of product left in there. Okay, and then the last two concealers I have in here is this NYX Sculpt and Highlight Duo in the shade Taupe and Ivory. This one, honestly, I feel like when I first got this, I could barely get any product out of it to begin with. Hardly anything comes out. I don't know. maybe it's just me, but and I'm not really a fan of liquid like contouring, even though this is a really nice color. I don't know, I don't really see myself using this all that often, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this. And then I also have the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Dual Ended Contour Stick in the shade, well, it doesn't look like this has a shade, but there is a highlight and a contour. This side kind of got smashed a little, but I do like this side because it's nice and light. And I also like to use that as like an eyeshadow primer as well. And I do, even though it's broken, I do kind of like this. And the contour shade is just a little muddy looking for my skin tone. So I'm not sure if I will keep this, honestly. I think I will just go ahead and get rid of this one as well because I don't reach for it all that often. Okay, now I just have powders left. Some of my loose powders are here. I definitely am going to keep the Maybelline Fit Me. I had just purchased this recently and I have yet to try this out, so I'm definitely going to keep this. I have it in the color 05 Fair. I also have the e.l.f. High Definition Powder. I haven't reached for this in a long time. I don't have that much left anyway, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of this. And I think that this has pretty harsh flashback, if that's what it's called. White cast or whatever, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this. This is pretty old anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. Next I have the NYC Smooth Skin Face Powder. This stuff I do really like. I'm kind of sad that they don't make it anymore, so I am going to go ahead and hang on to this and use it up and say my goodbyes when it's done. So I will go ahead and keep this. This is in the shade Translucent, so yeah, going to hang on to that one. And then I also have the L'Oreal Hydra Perfect loose powder in Translucent. This stuff is really great as well, and honestly I really like the smell of this. It's a nice fresh scent, kind of a little bit old lady-ish, but not terrible. I don't mind the scent at all, so I'm going to hang on to that one as well. Oh, there is the concealer stick I was looking for. This is what I like to use as an eyeshadow base, so I'm going to hold on to this. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Conceal Stick in the shade Follow Your Bisque. So yeah, I'm definitely going to keep that. Okay, and a few more powders. I have the Maybelline Master Fix. Now, I tried this once, and honestly, I wasn't a huge fan of this, so I might go ahead and sell this one on Mercari as well, or I might try it again. I don't know. I'm going to set this aside for now and then decide what I want to do with it. And then I have an AOA Studio Perfect Setting Powder in the shade Soft Light. This is from Shop Miss A. It was only $1. This is a really nice powder for $1. It's so soft. It's really finely milled. Hopefully you guys can see that. And it looks really nice under the eye, so I'm definitely going to keep this. And they also have other shades as well. And then I'm also going to keep my Kat Von D Petal Brightening Powder that I just recently purchased. This stuff is awesome, and I'm so glad I picked this up, so I'm definitely keeping this as well. And then here I have the Too Faced No Filter Selfie Powder palette. I found this at TJ Maxx, and I was really excited to find this, but I have yet to use it since I bought it. It has only been swatched like a bunch of times. I don't even really know how to use this, so I think I'm going to go ahead and sell this on Mercari as well, if anyone is interested. Okay, and then here I just have a bunch of pressed powders. I have two of the Insta Fix and Matte from Rimmel. I really love this powder. As you can see, I've totally hit pan on this one, and I've already hit pan on my new one as well. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one since it's basically done for anyway, and I will keep this one and use this up. I really love how this smells as well. So if you guys aren't into like scents in your makeup, you might not like this or the L'Oreal powder, but I really enjoy this. It's really great for baking with, I think. And this is in 001 Translucent. Next I just have this random, this was Physicians Formula. It doesn't have it anywhere on the packaging anymore, but this was from Dollar Tree, and this is just like a a correcting powder kind of. It's got like the little color correctors in there. I have yet to use this. It has some shimmer in it, honestly, and it doesn't really have that much color payoff to it. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of this one as well. Okay, next I have this Wet n Wild Coverall pressed powder in Fair Light. My girl Alicia sent this to me, and this is a really nice powder, nice color, so I'm definitely gonna hang on to this one and use this up. And then here I have an LA Colors powder in Beige. These ones, honestly, these are really nice powders, but I don't reach for this really anymore. I don't know if you guys can see that swatch there. So it is a really nice powder, but like I said, I don't really reach for it, and I don't use pressed powders all that often anymore anyway, so I don't want to hang on to too many of them. So I will go ahead and get rid of this one. I also have this Laura Geller. This is a baked highlighter in French Vanilla. Honestly, I would not use this as a highlighter because it is not, like, I don't think that's a highlighter at all. I mean, it's got some sheen to it, but honestly, I could use this to like set my under eyes. So that's probably what I'll use this for. This was a free deluxe sample from Ulta, so I will go ahead and hang on to this and see if I can get some use out of it. Okay, next I have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Pressed Powder in Warm Light. I will go ahead and keep this. I do like this powder a lot for when I do use powder. It's a nice color, a nice consistency, so yeah, I will hold on to that. And I also am going to hold on to my Too Faced I Want Candy Banana Pudding Powder. I really love this stuff. It's got the little color correctors in there as well. And it's just a hint of yellow to it. Usually banana powders can be too dark for me, but this one is actually perfect. And it smells really good, so I'm definitely going to hang on to this. I have the CoverGirl Advanced Radiance Pressed Powder in 110 Creamy Natural. I haven't used this in forever, so I'm probably going to go ahead and get rid of this as well. It is older also, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one. And I'm probably going to go ahead and get rid of this CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous as well. This is in the shade 105 Fair. I haven't used this in a long time either, and honestly it looks a tad dark anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that one too. Next I have the CoverGirl Clean Matte in the shade 525 Buff Beige. That seems like a different shade for me. Usually I'm like ivory or porcelain. I don't really use this one either, and I'm not really into the matte stuff anymore. I really like dewy skin, so I'm probably going to go ahead and get rid of this one as well. And then I just have, last but not least, the Physicians Formula Youthful Wear in Translucent Matte Finish. Now this is, even though this is a matte finish, I really love this powder, so I'm definitely gonna, there it is right there, I'm definitely gonna hold on to this one as So that's it, guys. I put everything back, have everything organized now. Just, you know, I have the things back here that are a little longer that won't fit into this container here. I've got my primers, concealers, pressed powders, my random primers here, and then my loose powders here. So definitely downsized a lot. I'm much happier with this now. I feel like I can get through this a lot better. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy my declutter videos. I will definitely have more for you coming up. I have more makeup to get through, of course. So if you like these videos, give me a thumbs up. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And thanks so much for watching, you guys, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.